In a traditional classroom, students usually sit in rows or in small groups while the teacher teaches a lesson. The student is then given an assignment to take home and work on independently. Then they come back the next day to do it all over again. In my experience, I have found that this is not always the best way to help our students learn for many different reasons. I will list some for you now. Students learn at different paces. When I teach a typical lesson, most students do just fine. Some pick it up quickly and get bored, while others do not find there to be enough time to learn the material properly. Students bring home practice problems they don't know how to do on their own quite yet. When this is true, a few things usually happen. 1, they find someone to help them, and that's a good thing. 2, they just write anything down to look like they tried. 3, they copy it from a friend. 4, they don't even try to do it at all. 3 out of the 4 things aren't really good. Students miss class for a variety of reasons throughout the year, such as illnesses, sports, family emergencies, or just plain old skipping school. When they miss a lesson in algebra, it's hard to recover since we move at a fast pace and the material builds upon itself from the previous day. If they were to stay on track, they would need to spend time with me after school catching up. This is not an efficient use of anyone's time. These problems can be solved using a flipped classroom. So what is a flipped classroom? I will give you a very basic overview of what it is. What was normally done at school is now done at home, and vice versa. So instead of doing the lessons at school, the student will watch it at home. They can watch it on a computer, a mobile device, or if you don't have access to either of those things, we can get it onto a DVD so that you can watch it on your TV. If they're always busy, they can take it on the road and watch it while they're in the car, on the bus, or while they're waiting for the activity to start. They're then going to take notes at their own pace. They can pause, rewind, rewatch, or fast forward as necessary. When they complete a video, they'll also need to complete something called a WISC or WSQ to process the information that they've learned. You can learn more about this from the letter that is sent home. Students are not expected to master the material just by watching the video, but they are expected to gain a basic understanding and bring questions for clarification to class. So if they're doing all of this at home, what are they going to be doing in class? Well, this is the great part. Students will be able to participate in discussions about the math. They'll be able to get their questions answered by me and their peers. They'll still do all the practice problems they would have done at home, but now it's just at school so that they can get the help from me if needed. And because of the extra time in class, students will be able to work on higher level thinking activities such as analyzing problems, applying concepts to real-life situations, evaluating their work and others' works, and creating materials to share. It is much more exciting and engaging than just sitting in class listening to me teach. I'll be very busy in class working with small groups and one-on-one interactions and asking questions and answering questions and challenging students to think deeper. This is definitely different than anything your child has done before. It may be challenging for them at first, but they will get used to it. Help them get through it for a first week or so. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at emoons@conroeisd.net.
Created using Powtoon.